My name is Charles Hemenway. I'm here to lead the Pediatric Hematology Oncology program. I was actually at Tulane University. That's where I started my career. Katrina kind of changed things in my life, and that's how I ended up in Chicago for 14 years. As much as I was happy there, I started kind of looking around here and there and found my way back to New Orleans. This is my hometown, and it's where I feel at home. And because I had an opportunity, an exciting opportunity at Children's, I took that. I've been a physician for a very long time. My problem was throughout medical school that I liked everything. So I actually did a residency in both internal medicine, which is adults, and pediatrics. But as much as I loved internal medicine during residency, pediatrics is where my heart took me. So that's what I always tell people. You gotta follow your heart when you make these kinds of decisions. And that's how I ended up in pediatrics. As far as pediatric hematology oncology, I have to confess that the reason why I like it so much is because it's so very interesting. Every day is something new for me. Every day is something I learn. And that, I think, really keeps me going. But it's also fascinating in terms of what you learn about people every day. And I think one of the more important things of this field is that you really become so intimately involved in the lives of other people. And it's a real privilege to learn those things and to gain insights into what other people are experiencing, even during some troubling times. The drugs we use to treat children with cancer today are the same drugs that we used when I was a resident. So there's nothing new about the medicines. It's just as pediatric hematologists, oncologists, we've been, as a group, collectively very clever. Because of that, 50 years ago, a child with leukemia probably had a 10% chance of survival. And now with the same drugs, that child has a greater than 90% chance of being cured. So without clinical trials, we'd still be swimming in the dark. But with clinical trials, we've really been able to be very smart, very savvy, and truly each trial leads to a better outcome than the preceding trial. It really is important to focus on things apart from the disease itself. While the disease is important, it's really also important to know who they are as people and who they are as a family. Simple things like, how far do you live from the hospital? Because sometimes you'll hear 4 or 5 hours, and that means something. You need to know that about people. Here it's unique because it's New Orleans, and New Orleans is unique. This is a wonderful hospital with a really exciting leadership program, one that's really committed to excellence. They really back us in our clinical efforts. And I also feel very strongly that it's important to bring the best possible care to all children. And as we know, New Orleans and southern Louisiana, the Mississippi Gulf Coast, as much as we love this area, there are real pockets of people who are struggling. For us to be sort of a beacon for them to provide the same excellent care that anyone else would receive anywhere else in the country, I think is really important. There's more to treating a child and a child's family than the chemotherapy medicines. And I think we offer that other component, and we do a very good job.